There is a poll out there from this spring that looked at the racial attitudes of the supporters of presidential candidates. And take a look at this. When you look at Donald Trump, this poll, this was a Reuters Ipsos poll from just a couple months ago, it found that basically a third, 32% of Donald Trump's supporters view blacks as less intelligent than whites. That was in this survey. A couple other attitudes here that were surveyed. Blacks as more lazy than whites, 40%. 40 of Trump's supporters saying that. Blacks as more rude than whites, 44% of Trump supporters. 49% of Trump supporters saying blacks more violent than whites. And how about this 46% saying blacks more criminal than whites? These are attitudes that this poll found, racial attitudes that this poll found among Donald Trump supporters. Again, this was taken this spring during the primary campaign. It's sort of the most definitive look at these racial attitudes that's out there. So obviously this gets to a lot of what Hillary Clinton was saying there, and in some ways maybe it backs up what she's saying there. However, as I said, this poll looked at the attitudes of the supporters of all candidates. And take a look at this. On the question of blacks as less intelligent than whites, well, yes, 32% of Trump supporters said that. 22% of Hillary Clinton supporters said that. That's more than 1 out of every 5. That number is not insignificant. You see it as well on this question. Blacks as more lazy than whites. A quarter, 25% of Hillary Clinton supporters said that. Blacks as more rude than whites, 30% of Clinton supporters. These numbers are lower than the Trump supporter numbers, yes, but they are not insignificant. Blacks as more violent than whites, 31% of Clinton supporters, and blacks as more criminal than whites, 32% of Hillary Clinton supporters. So again, the attitudes here are more prevalent among Donald Trump supporters, and certainly you could look at Donald Trump's rhetoric. You could look at the things he said in this campaign, and you could say Donald Trump has stoked this, has tried to plant these seeds with the electorate in a way Hillary Clinton hasn't. But if you are talking about the supporters of the candidates and you look at these measures of racial attitudes, these attitudes, they are more prevalent with Trump supporters, but they are also widespread across the board. These are not insignificant numbers among Hillary Clinton supporters. It's a bigger picture question maybe to think about when we start talking about racial attitudes in this country. You're going to find it in both political camps. So that's our most important number of the day.